Good morning. Today I woke up, wasn't planning on recording, but I felt super motivated. It is currently 6:45. I'm gonna go hit my morning workout, grab some caffeine, and get ready for market open. Let's go. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm gonna jump in the pool right here, looking out over Brickell. I was just thinking the other day, I've been here for 8 months, and I had this interesting thought because I've had the opportunity to really meet and network with, quite a few people here, specifically talking about traders, okay? So, as you guys know, I've been trading for 7 years. I've been in this game for quite some time. I just noticed there's so much ego in this industry, especially with these guys coming up and making their first, couple $100,000, if even that, in the market, and then they think they know everything about trading. But in a year from now, in 2 years, will they still be here? Will they still be trading? A lot of these people I'm referring to have started their own, YouTube channels, Instagrams, whatever, to promote their education. And no, the answer is they probably won't be around in 2 years. Trading is very difficult. You have to adapt to the market. A lot of traders coming into a very hot market like this, inevitably are having some luck. I don't want to necessarily stereotype. I mean, you can look back as to when I got into trading in the stock market, and I've been through some market cycles now, so I could say it's not just luck at this point. I've found a real edge that helps me make money year over year, but these guys have so much ego and think they are the best traders in the world. I don't know, it's really just funny to me. They come to Miami, they buy a BMW or a fucking C8 Corvette. I feel like a little old. I mean, I'm young, but I've also just been doing this for a long time. So when I'm out at a dinner with a bunch of guys on the come up who have just gotten into trading in the last 2 years, it's kind of laughable that they're already starting brands trying to monetize their trading when they haven't really proven themselves. But just in general, to wrap up that note, you guys know I'm out of here. I'm out of Miami. There are many reasons for it, but one that I haven't mentioned is that people are so fake here. Not even just traders, just people living in Miami. There's just too many fake people for me here. Out of everywhere I've lived, Miami's my least favorite. With that said, there is a nice lifestyle here. I do enjoy waking up, having the gym accessible to me, a couple floors below, and having a pool. And speaking of that, I'm gonna go jump in the pool because I've got to get back to the apartment as it is 8 o'clock now. I gotta hop on my computer. One of the very convenient things about living in Miami is that everything is walkable. So I'm just running to the grocery store. Got about 45 minutes till market open. I'm gonna grab some eggs because I'm gonna make breakfast. Believe it or not, if you make a lot of money, you don't need to eat out every single meal. No one in Miami will stop to let you walk across. You'll literally get hit. If someone wants to go, they're gonna run right into you. I was just saying, posted this on the Instagram story, like what you see online, and when it comes to the actual stats behind how many people fail and succeed in trading, really only about 5% of people succeed. That goes for everyone you see on the internet. Only about 5% of those people you see trading actually are profitable. And I mean, if you guys have been following the channel, one of the things I pride myself on is transparency. I post all my trades, entries, exits to my group. Everyone can see my successes and failures, and I post my P&Ls all the time. So just be aware of that, and I've noticed that here especially. There's a lot of traders. Since this is like the learn more about Miami vlog, everyone in Miami has a dog, and I mean like everyone. It's crazy. I've never seen so many dogs, and they're all little dogs, in my entire life. So I have a meeting at 11 with my CFO. I trade every day from about 9:15 to 11 o'clock. Now I am shortening that time that I'm spending on the market through integrating a couple features on my software, but right now pretty much stuck on my computer from 9:30 at least to 11, especially if I have trades on, and then I'll pop back on around 3 o'clock. And then after that, I'm gonna be calling up the dealership, signing a couple papers, pretty much locking in, should be done by today, locking in the new supercar that I'm buying, and I'll have to obviously head to the bank to make the wire transfer. So I'm super excited, and then I'm gonna be taking delivery in the next couple of weeks. All right, so the two positions that I'm in right now, obviously ticker symbol PDD, which I did mention. You can see we have gapped up a good bit pre-market. We're sitting up about 1%. Next, I'm still in pins, and it's up about 0.75%. So very curious to see how these play out off the open. But as far as the overall market, you can see SPY up here on the top left has rallied a good bit, especially considering where we closed in Friday's session. You can see we are up substantially. Same goes for QQQ. We've got about 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead real quick and pull up my software. So I am ready. As soon as the market opens, I'll be able to see any flow that comes through. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Discord. So this is my mentorship group where I'm working with all of my students. And then lastly, I will pull up my risk management calculator, and I'll put it on this screen. So that is my setup. Market opens in like 30 seconds. Super excited for today and really just this week. If you guys are new to the channel and don't know, I trade options in the US market. So this isn't Forex, this isn't futures. This is options trading. Regulated, I trade on TD Ameritrade, that's my broker. I've been trading options since 2018. All right, there we go. Market just opened. It looks like we are seeing a little red off the open. SPY is pulling back, and it looks like pins is unfortunately in the red. Let's check on PDD. PDD looks like is pulling back a bit, but we are up still 0.5%. I think today is going to be very choppy. Looks like SPY is continuing to pull back. We're seeing a good amount of red off the open. So I've got my stop loss set on both of these positions at 30%. SPY continuing to pull back. Same goes for QQQ and PDD. Really nothing crazy today. I'm really just flat. So I've actually got between these two positions about $22,000 currently in open option contracts. So I've got 14,000 on PDD and 8,500 on pins. Now I'm trading very small, like considering my account size, because I do trade with $500,000. So this is like very conservative as I'm just scaling into this year. It was a slower start, January, February. March was a very green month. I actually didn't even lose one trade in March. And now April, a little slower start to April. So we're kind of still easing our way into things. Now, I want to just take a second to talk about why I've moved away from technical analysis, which means I'm not looking at a chart. I'm not looking at any candlesticks to essentially determine what direction I want to bet on whatever stock I'm trading going. And I'm actually not using fundamental analysis either. I used to use a combination, and this is how I've always traded since I got into the stock market back in 2018. That's when I started trading stocks, and prior to that, I was trading crypto. I used to use order flow paired with technical analysis, okay? Now I've transitioned into solely trading based off of order flow, as you know, that's what's working right now for the time being. That might change. I might have to go back to some TA, but right now, that is why I'm just using my software. As you can see right here behind me, there's just more certainty behind those orders right now. Like I've seen that the expectancies have increased a lot recently, and that's why I just also have found a way to pair using risk management and creating this risk management calculator. So I'm at the point where I literally don't have to look at a chart, and that's minimized my time on charts, where I've gone from spending 2 hours plus a day to now realistically, I mean, if it wasn't for, you know, the group and working with my students, it would only take me about 15 to 30 minutes a day myself to trade. I just pull up the software, I look at the orders, identify the criteria. If there's criteria there or not that I'm looking to take based off of that order, and then just punch that in my risk management calculator and put on the trade. All right, so you guys actually get to see my entry here because a sweep just came through on my software. This is a specific order that I'm looking to see come through on the flow, and we got our first two sweeps on PFE around 11:04. It is currently 11:33, and we just got our third PFE sweep. So you can see here, we've got an individual that has come in and they have loaded up on these PFE calls, $24 strike, 5, 10, 24 expiration. And then you can see the varying cost sizes and the varying fill price sizes. So essentially we've got the same stock, same criteria as far as the put, the strike, expiration. Now with that said, if I head over to these exact PFE contracts, the May 10th calls, you can see they're going for 232, which was the entry on 2 of the sweeps. So according to my risk management calculator, I'm going to be going in with $16,900 in size. And I'm going to try to get the lowest fill price possible, right? Or the best fill price possible. I just want to make sure there's no earnings coming up like tonight or the next morning. So perfect. We're going to send this order through. And that was a quick fill. Now I'm going to pull up my Discord and I'm going to send this exact trade out over to the mentorship group. So I'm going to go to the trading call out section. I'm going to take a screenshot of the sweep on the software. I'll drag this in. I'm in PFE. All right, I'm going to send this out to the mentorship group. Send this out. New entry over inside trading callouts. Now, this is one of the things I offer. Like I said, I'm fully transparent. Every time I enter a position, I post that entry. And then when I go to get out of PFE, whether that is for a win or a loss, I will get out. I'm also going to let the team know my stop loss is set at 30% and my take profit is set at 15%. Please size accordingly using the risk management calculator. So if any of my students do go ahead and decide they want to get in this trade with myself, they'll go punch in their data, their win rate, average winner, average loser, contract value, upside, downside, RP, all the different stats. And what this risk management calculator is going to do is it is going to give them the correct position size. Okay. So they can all size in accordingly because that is going to be the biggest variable when it comes to risk management and someone's success and consistent profitability. It's going to be sizing in correctly. By having the risk management calculator and by giving people where I intend to get out for either a win or a loss, that is the only way in which someone coming in the door would be able to actually find success, in this case following myself. I am super against alerts groups because none of this is being done. Typically what an alerts group is, if you've heard of it, is you'll get access to a Discord server like this, but there'll be, 5, 10, however many traders, all trading different strategies, different ways. They won't be telling you their position size. They won't be telling you where they're right, where they're wrong. At the end of the day, if you follow 10 people, all trading different risks to rewards, different strategies, like there's literally no chance that you will come out at the end of the year in the green. So it's just a bad way to go about trading. This is different. I'm doing this because I want to show everyone that their mentor is successful in what he's actually teaching. And I forgot to mention, if you guys are interested in joining my mentorship group, there is a whole lot more that is included. Click the first link in the description below to apply. So I just wrapped up my meetings. It's actually 3:15, turned off my screens. I'm gonna grab my laptop, head out to the pool, enjoy the beautiful weather, because I have to shut these curtains so I can see my screen. I feel like I need some daylight. But meeting went very well. Big things coming. You guys, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to do so because a supercar is coming to this channel. And I might actually have to run to the bank in a couple minutes to wire the money over for that supercar. And, obviously that's my second car. I'm gonna be getting a third car because I need a daily and that's just not the most convenient daily. The G-Wagon is just not that practical, but right now I'm just heading out real quick before power hour, or it is technically power hour, but I gotta run to the bank like I said and get this taken care of. All right, so what I just did, well, I didn't buy the supercar yet, and I keep saying supercar because I don't want to tell you guys exactly what car I'm getting. Obviously, if you watched the last vlog, you know it's a Porsche, but I put down a security deposit, so I just put down a $5,000 security deposit to hold the car because I have to fly back and actually pick it up. All right, I just want to update you guys. I kind of ran out of time to go out to the pool, but I'm going to go after the market closes. However, It is 3:53. I did end up getting stopped out of pins. That's right, I'll show you my screen. So unfortunately, I did take a $3,000 loss. My planned stop loss was at 30%, right? I got out at 29.34%. I had 10,000 behind this trade, obviously $3,071.24 being what I lost. Now, I'm showing you this because I want to show you that not all of trading is winning. So I just got caught on the wrong side of the market today. This trade has just, I've been dragging this thing along for quite some time now. It's actually been a little over 2 weeks, just about 2.5 weeks since I entered pins. You guys have probably been watching since I entered on March 26th was my pins entry, a little longer actually than I thought. And I just got out on April 15th, which was the longest I've actually ended up holding any trade this year. Like I said, kind of just dragged along, really just was fighting the market. And unfortunately today, having been one of the reddest days out of 2024, okay, SPY, you could see on the 4 hour, just enormous pullback. Unfortunately, the market did pull pins down and I got stopped out. If I head over to pins just to really show you guys, obviously I'm not looking at candles when it comes to my decision-making process, but you can see today it was just a pretty steady bleed out and I did get out around here at that 30% stop loss. Now I want to update you. If I open up this watch list, you can see currently in PDD sitting down $4,000, and in PFE, which I entered earlier, I'm down around $1,000. So you guys, this is the reality of day trading. Please put this into perspective though. I trade with $500,000. So that was less than a percent loss of my total account. And these are 2 open positions. Yes, it sucks having a unrealized P&L of negative $4,000 and negative $1,000, but this is unrealized. I have not realized this loss until I hit my 30% stop loss on both, and I actually sell these contracts and get out of this trade. Will the market rebound tomorrow? I don't know, we'll see. Obviously, it doesn't matter from the perspective of pins because I am out, but I'd love to see a recovery on PDD, and it does look like, we are coming off of today's lows at 113.21, and PFE, it looks like we are obviously, down off of our entry, being down 6% on the position, but we're pushing. So I think we've got a lot of hope here with these 2 positions. And I just want to be fully transparent. If you go watch another one of these day in the lives, the trader will actually wait until they're in the green, or even if it comes down to it, they'll refilm the day in the life until they have a green day to put that on the internet. But there's no point because I post all my trades to my mentorship group in the Discord. Everyone can see if I'm up or down, if I'm making or losing money. And so it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just trying to show you the realities of being a trader. And not every day or week or month is going to be a green one. I'm so used to, at this point losing, because losing is part of trading and these are factored in and accounted for losses. And I made a video talking about this the other day, but because from a risk management perspective, I have accounted for taking these losses. I know this is just a very small, very minor, let's say, road bump in the actual grand scheme of things, especially when you're going to be looking at a P&L or my P&L at the end of the year. So am I worried? No. Does it hurt to be down $4,000? No, it doesn't, because I've been doing this for 7 years and it's just part of trading. And I hope you can find someone out there, if it's not me, who will be as transparent as I am if you decide to invest yourself into them as a coach or a mentor. Because really investing in yourself is going to expedite your learning curve tenfold as a trader, and that's why most traders fail. They don't have the right guidance, the right mentor. If you want to learn how to become a consistently profitable trader, or simply just follow along and copy myself, click the first link in the description to apply to my mentorship. Now, with that said, if you guys did take away any value from this video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and dropped a like. I was see you all in the next one. All right, later.